Now, on the case of this sister who has raised this case about her mother still being controlling over her, and this is where I may want to differ so much with you, Laura, right? Lira, excuse my bad. Now, I may want to differ a little bit because what I have understood is that once you are dependent on something, be willing to accept the rules that come from that whole. What am I saying? Our sister there, she's an adult by virtue of world-class standards. She's an adult already. But looking at the Cameroonian context, who is an adult? They will tell you that an adult is somebody from, 35. In Cameroon, that's the truth.
Yes, and I think that's where the struggle comes in when it comes to like Cameroonian culture, right?
And the Western culture.
Yes, because I think here we stay at home for a long time. Like, a child could be as old as like 40, 50, and they're still in the parents' house.
Yeah.
And but when we're talking about, based on the topic, when we're talking about it, is I don't even think putting your hands on somebody else is, as a parent, for your child, it's important to discipline your child, but also it's important to know that, like, for example, if I were to give some statistics here, most people that die from like physical abuse, which you will call in a cane, right, from beating, is 0 to 3 years old.
Okay.
And imagine if you're being like they started beating you from that year on to continuous to her age. You kind of get you get numb to beating. It doesn't at this point now, even if it hurts, you're just crying because it hurts. It's not changing anything in you. It has to start by psychologically changing the child, the way they think, because right now she's kind of already like set in her ways. So even if you beat her, it won't change. But if you sit her down, like, for example, my dad doesn't talk a lot, but if my dad sits you down and talks to you, it means that you know that this is important. Because he's a man of few words, but when he speaks, it's like, okay, I know that I messed up. Like it's time for me to change whatever I'm changing. And it's not like he's imposing. He grew up here. He raised his children. Most of my siblings were raised here. All of us actually were raised here. So he doesn't really. He never hits. Like he never like put his hands on us at the same time. But if he sits down and talks to you, you know that okay, it's time for me to change. And he never really imposes himself on you. He would tell you, this is how you do it, or this is how you do it. You decide how you do it. But however, when it comes down to it and you fail at it, or you go astray by it, he's still going to talk to you about like, hey, you can do it this way. But if you want to continue to keep doing it the way you're going to do it, then that's how you're going to live it. And he's going to, move on. It's not like he's abandoning you, but he has already told you exactly what is necessary for you to succeed. It's up to you now to take the information that he gave you to apply it in yourself or with yourself or whatever you're doing. However, as an adult, I think putting your hands on a child or beating an adult, it's not okay.
Okay.